Signing Anthony Barr allows Micah Parsons to do whatever he wants. So, Cowboys fans, I wanted to really watch film on Anthony Barr. Now, I'm familiar with him coming out of UCLA. I was really a fan of the player. I mean, a true 6'4". You see the size, you saw the length, and coming out of UCLA, you didn't know if Minnesota, how they would use Anthony Barr. It was cool because I believe Kendricks either went to Cal, Eric Kendricks went to Cal or UCLA too, but I know they were both West Coast athletes. So it was cool that both ended up in Minnesota and both held the middle of that defense down for a long time. And then he's a free agent. And then injuries, and he didn't play all of last year, but the production, the interception total, the playmaking ability was still there. How does he fit in Dallas? Well, obviously the Gus Edwards connection is real. Obviously Dan Quinn has a plan for his athletes. Now, did things work out with Keanu Neal? No. But look how they worked out with J-Ron Curse. Look how they worked out with Micah Parsons. So if Dan Quinn, Gus Edwards sign off on the signing, then it kind of makes sense. How does he allow Micah Parsons to do whatever he wants? 1-year deal, a lot of incentives. You didn't break the bank, but you also have an athlete who, hey, Anthony Barr probably still thinks he can play. And from what I've seen on film, he can. He can play every linebacker position. That's key. That's number one, guys. He can play every linebacker position. He can play Sam. He can play weak. He can play middle. But the biggest thing is he can blitz, and he's a long athlete. Like I said it earlier, and I'm going to say it again. That 6'4" means something. I think that he's better than Leighton Vander Esch has ever been, but will probably never be as good because he just doesn't have the athletic tools of a Micah Parsons. But that's okay, because what that does is we lost Randy Gregory in the offseason. Dan Quinn knows we still need to get pressure on the quarterback. There are going to be downs where the best pass rusher on the field, even if DeMarcus Lawrence is on the field, will be Micah Parsons. We can't lose what we have in the middle of the defense by bringing Micah down, and then we have something that doesn't work on the back end. He adds depth. I mean, not in the back end, but in the middle of the defense. He adds depth. And while you ease Jabril Cox in, he can, if nothing else, be a veteran that can just get us through. But I think that he will probably do a little bit more than get us through. And I'm interested to see the sub packages and how Dan Quinn makes this work. I want to see a lot. It's going to be fun to see, Micah and Anthony in the A-gap walking down. It's going to be fun to see Micah and Anthony in the A-gap and the Anthony Bells in the coverage, and you had that 6'4" frame getting interceptions because he did it last year. I want to see how Dan Quinn makes this work now. Does that mean that Jabril Cox is in the plan? Absolutely not. He's 100% in the plan. This is part of the plan. Still, I believe he's 100% your weak side linebacker. Let him chase. Let him run. The one who is going to be interesting to see how much he plays is going to be Leighton Vander Esch. It doesn't mean that Leighton can't play. I just want to see how they make it work, because the truth is Anthony Barr can cover some. He can play on the edge. And this league is now becoming, how much can you do? We've seen that Anthony Barr, 4-time Pro Bowler, has been a mainstay in this NFL for a long time. But nonetheless, I love you, Leighton. But this defense is going to be special. And what this is telling me, and this is the biggest point, Dallas is now switching, and everybody receiver, let's go get OBJ, blah, blah. That's going to work itself out. It just is, guys. But what Dallas is saying is the focal point of this team is going to be the defense. The player that we got to get freed up and that we need to make sure is locked in is Micah Parsons. This is a Micah Parsons signing. I love it. Anthony, but like I said, I really want to take my time. I didn't want to just rush and just put something out there. I wanted to watch film. I wanted to really see how he's coming. I think he had 70-plus tackles last year. Just a do-it-all guy who has his skins on the wall. Like I said, 4 Pro Bowls is nothing to scoff at. I know we wanted Bobby Wagner. He isn't quite Bobby Wagner, but Anthony Barr is a really good player, and I think that he helps the Cowboys a lot. It's your boy Foots. Camp has been great for me. I love what I'm seeing. I love the way that the young players are developing. I think the receiver position will be fine, and I love this signing of Anthony Barr to the Cowboys. He's going to allow Micah Parsons to do whatever he wants.